quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Russell. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The short hands, it's Ship. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Back to pass on second down. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to run, it's Gauze. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice game there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
And And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Lopez wants to fire. He's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
He's loose on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Guys, Lopez, let's chat about Alabama. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Let's talk about Alabama. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if we're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my...
He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Lopez to pass. Quick completion on the out route. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are in front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes a connection. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st points on the board before the break. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. Now the toss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run the sneak for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier. And
he's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gauze. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. And there was nowhere to Tool just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Lopez wants to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking to throw. The screen, he can go. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. The give to the back. Takes it past the marker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Lopez to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. You can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone. And my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Absolutely perfect. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold.
Big time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to fire. Pocket breaking down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Pierre. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd down, going up top. With the catch, it's Ship. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the